Right, we are there you go. You can see our drivers there just stepping into and up to the burnout box. This is Adam LZ warming up his tires. As Adam LZ sitting 21st in the championship overall. He's on Achilles tires. Senjuku Racing S15. And Dustin Miles picking up that CoroWorks sponsorship. Oh, hey, look at that. Ryan Lontaine up here in the building and representing the judges, Brian Egger, Andy Yen, and our Canadian judge, Ryan Lontaine. What's up, buddy?
Hello, everyone. We just got the track painted and we're ready to roll for top 16 in Pro 2. Just wanted to give you a couple of highlights on this track. From the start line, you're going to get through the chicane. The lead driver, of course, is supposed to run as close to a 100-point qualifying run as possible. So we have outside zone 1 marked down on the ground. They need to get their right rear tire, right on the edge of the pavement, all the way through that zone. Now, as soon as they leave that zone, they need to get off of the edge of the track and get themselves transitioned for the touch and go, which is that second painted box on the ground on driver's left. There is a rumble strip there. They're not supposed to go up on the rumble strip. We've indicated to the drivers they need to keep their tire down on the pavement. Once they get through that area, inside clip 1 is behind the wall over there. They need to get nice and tight on that inside clip without hitting it. From there, they let the car carry out to outside zone 2, get the tire on the edge of the pavement there as well. And then they need to do a nice big flick, a nice transition to outside zone that's actually a touch and go on the wall. So that's the only one where there's a wall, but it is a pretty dangerous little area there. It's marked with the red and yellow markers up on the fence line. So they need to get into that box, but they don't need to fill the whole thing. From there, get it tight into inside clip 1, which is doubling as the finish line, and not spin anywhere near that finish line before or after it.
Yeah, we did see that quite a bit there in qualifying, that rotation or just kind of bulking up on that final front clip and that finish line. Here we go, our first battle ever on this new course here. We have been to this venue, but this layout, nope, never been seen in head-to-head, the Worldwide Technology Raceway. Here we go, Adam LZ out front, Dustin Miles in that chase position. Adam LZ quickly getting out to the outside zone. Dustin Miles coming up a bit short. Now getting into that touch-and-go area, transitioning now into that front clip. Nice wide sweeper by LZ, tightens it up. Dustin Miles getting lost in the smoke. LZ filling and coming on through into that touch-and-go and the final clip. Adam LZ rising to the occasion. That seems to be a trend for him here in St. Louis, Ryan.
Well, a good start in the lead position. Every lead driver would love to gap the chase driver, but the way that you want to do it is by following the judging criteria, not cutting the line, getting out to those outside zones, the touch and goes. And LZ is able to do that. He's deep into that second outside zone. Here he goes into the touch and go, right up against the wall. Good slide there. Miles is trying to play catch up in certain parts. He had an opportunity a little bit to attack on that wide sweeping inside clip. And we'll see it from this angle here. Watch as he leaves this outside touch and go. Miles cuts up on the inside. He takes a tighter line there. Had him taking a little bit out of his overall performance to gain proximity, but I think he kind of more or less had to do that. But we saw from Adam LZ a really solid, clean lead run that is going to give him a lot of confidence going into his chase run. And this will be the first time that we've seen an official chase run from him. So the pressure is on for both drivers here to perform and make it on into the grade 8.
All right, Dustin Miles spinning around over there. And Adam LZ pulling to the line. All right. So Dustin Miles struggling a little bit in that chase position. Always loved Dustin's liveries and his cars. Always has a good aesthetic to his car, but no matter how good it looks, always looks better on the podium. Here we go, Dustin Miles off to the start. Adam LZ in the chase. Dustin initiates, Adam LZ does as well. That outside zone. Dustin transitions, Adam tucking in right there. Oh, and Adam LZ a major correction, straightening out, losing that angle. And Dustin Miles now bringing on in. Ooh, as LZ attacks and a wide swing. So, Ryan.
Well, I think the judges are really going to be analyzing the chases, but also the leads, because Dustin Miles not too shabby in the lead position. Gets out to that first outside zone, hits the touch and go, tight through that inside clip. Let's watch him here on this second outside zone. I think LZ did that a little bit better in his lead, but Miles is nice and tight on that touch and go. LZ surging forward. You can see he was really surging from that inside clip. Lost some ground to Miles here. Let's watch as he transitions, nearly hits the rear right wheel of Miles. Keeps angling the car, but it is definitely going to be a mistake, and it'll be worth noting. And we can ask the production team at some point to pull up the decel map so we can get a look at that and see where the judges have allocated the different areas where chase drivers should expect that the lead drivers might make an adjustment. There may be some braking depending on how big that decel zone is. So now the judges having to take a look at both runs, and not an easy call here, Jared.
Yeah, lead versus lead, chase versus chase. I would say, unfortunately, Adam had quite a few mistakes there, and that big correction approaching that front clip. Dustin, he had the distance, you know, basically he was quite a bit of distance away from him, but he didn't have that major of mistakes. You know, overall, I think, you know, Adam had I would say a far better and more impactful lead run, but Dustin ticked the boxes and did exactly what he needed to do. So as we await, we will find out what's going on. Slide him left for Dustin Miles, right for Adam LZ, Ryan, Andy, and Brian. Dustin Miles gets the victory. Lantain, I throw it down to you. What's going on?
The major error that Adam LZ made was straightening at inside clip 1 and hitting that inside clip 1 marker. Had he not done that, there would have been a possibility for a one more time. Because in the lead position, Miles did not do a great job, and in his chase he was off a little bit, but unfortunately I anyway zeroed out or gave an incomplete to Adam LZ in the chase, and it's really hard to overcome that, unfortunately.
Yeah, again, Adam gaining a lot of fans here, and just bringing a lot of fans here, but unfortunately, push comes to shove, just had that, and I definitely agree with that. So Dustin Miles is pumped. He moves on into the Great 8. Here is our next battle. It is Alec Robbins versus Josh Robinson. The battle